use percents in many different ways in the real world. So we use it for tax, we use it for tips, and then some people have it with their salary, with their commission. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is tax, usually in this case sales tax. So it says find the total price after purchasing a shirt that costs $8.75 and has 5.25% tax added on. So what will happen is that the shirt will cost this much, then we add on this percent. Okay, we want to add on 5.25% of this price onto that to pay. So what we need to do, this is going to be a two-step problem. That first, we need to find out how much tax are we paying. So we need to find out what is 5.25% of $8.75. So we've already done lessons like this. So we're finding that percent of the price. So going back to finding a percent of a number, we need to change this percent to a decimal. So it'll be 0.0525 times 875. Okay? So just for our tax, I need to multiply that together. And that gives me a decimal. So since this is money, I need 2 decimal places. So I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth. So I get 0.459 and then 37 whatever. So I need 2 decimal places. So I'm looking what comes after the 5. It's a 9. That's equal to or greater than a 5. So that means I'm going to use a 6 in place of the 5. Because this is much closer to 46 cents than it is to 45. Okay? So the tax will be 46 cents. Going back to my problem, I want the total price. How much am I paying for that shirt? Well, I paid the $8.75 just to get the shirt, and I have to pay the 46 cents in tax. So putting those together, adding those, you get $9.21, which if you think of when you go shopping, that's a reasonable answer. Okay? So now, I want you to try this one on your own. When you get it worked out, press play and we'll check it. So find the total price after purchasing a coat that costs $320 and has 6.5% tax. So first I need to find out how much tax will be added on. So I need to find 6.5% of the price of the coat. So changing this to my algebraic expression, I want to use 0.065, dividing my percent by 100, times 320, the cost of my coat. So multiplying those together, I get 20.8. So this is just my tax. To find the total price, which again is what I've been asked for, I then need to add that tax to my coat price. So I need to add my 20.8 to the 320, and you get 340.8. Now, this is talking about money. It's the price. So with money, we always want 2 decimal places. So I need to say that it's $340.80, which going back, yeah, that would be a reasonable amount. Okay? Alright, so with tipping, that typically they say that the amount that you want to tip somebody is 15% of the food bill. So not including the tax in that. So just how much it costs for your food or for the service, whatever. Well, if we look at 15%, we could get 15% by finding 10% and adding with it 5%. Okay, because 10% plus 5% would give us the 15%. Well, 5% this amount would be half of my 10%. Okay? So, what we're going to do, that we want to calculate the total bill including tip when the food total is $58.20. So to find the tip, we're going to first find 10% of our food total. So remember, 10% is the same as multiplying it by 1/10, 0.1. Okay? That would be that as a decimal. Which multiplying by 0.1 is 1/10. So I want to find 1/10 of this, or divide it by 10. Okay? So, really easy. You can figure out 10% by just moving the decimal to the left once. So that's going to be 10% of this bill will be $5.82. Okay? Now 5% will be half of this amount. So I have $2.50 and then 41 cents. So the 5% would be $2.91. Okay? So 10% of the bill and then 5% of the bill. So together, to get 15% of the bill, I would add these together. 3, 7. So it'd be $8.73. Okay? If you want, you can take 0.15 and multiply it by this number, you would get the same thing. Alright? So this is a little handier to use if you're actually in a restaurant and don't have a calculator with you. So our tax is going to be $8.73. Well, we want to know the total bill. So we have to pay for our food, which was $58.20, and we have to pay that tip. So adding those together gives you 3,966. That the total bill would be $66.93. Okay? So now let's look at this one. I want you to practice using with the 10% and the 5%. Find 10% of it, and then half of that would be the 5. So try this one on your own and then press play and we'll check. So for our 10%, it will be just moving the decimal over once, which would be $4 and then 0.975, which we're going to round that to an 8. Okay, but you always want to kind of over tip, especially since this was a 5. So 10% would be $4.98. Well, half of that would be $2.49. Okay? So half of this is $2.49. So together 15% would be that 17, 14. So our 15% tip would be $7.47. We want to find the total bill, so we need to add that to our food cost. That gives you that the total would be, I'm going to do this because I'm running out of room. So it's $57.22 would be the total cost. Alright, so our last application, one more, sorry. Now, sometimes you'll need to find the total bill adding in tax and tip. What you need to do is you need to find the tax on this amount and the tip on this amount. Okay? Then you need to add all of that together. You don't want to start adding things together until the very end. So let's just figure out our tax. That it will be 7%, so I'm going to go ahead and write that as a decimal, of $57.80. My tip, I want it to be 15% of the $57.80. Okay? So both of those percentages are going off of your food bill. So our tax, 0.07 times 57.8. we get 4.046. I'll round in just a second. The tip will be 0.15 times 57.80, which is $8.67. So the total food bill, or the total bill, will be what I'm paying for the food, plus the tax amount. So rounding that will give me $4.05. Do I keep that at 4 or bump it up? I need to bump it up. So it'll be $4.05 plus $8.67 for my tip. So I need to pay all three of those together, which gives me a total of $70.52. So that would be my total bill. All right, last application, commission. Some jobs that you have a salary, but then especially if you're selling something, you'll get a commission on how much you sell. So your total earnings will be your salary, how much you're guaranteed every month or every year, plus your commission. You figure out the commission by multiplying your commission rate, so it'll be a percent, times how much you have in sales. Okay? So if you haven't already copied this down in your notes, please do so. Now let's look at a problem. So it says find the commission with $3,200 in sales and a 6% commission rate. Okay, we just want to find the commission. So how much are they earning by selling all of this? Well, the commission is our commission rate times our amount of sales. So in other words, oops, I had one too many zeros. We want to find 6% of our sales. So that's going to be 0.06 times my 3,200, which is $192. So they'll get paid $192 just for selling that much for the company. Okay? Now, this one, I want to find the total earnings. So it says with the salary of $800, a commission rate of 3.5%, and sales totaling $1,400. First thing you'll need to do is find the commission. So we need to find out, okay, they sold this amount of money, what's the 3.5% of that? So I need to take 3.5%, which would be 0.035, times my sales. So be sure you're using the correct number. Okay? So just for my commission, times 1400, you get 49. So they get $49 for selling all of that. Well, they already have that salary of $800, so we are adding to that commission of $49, which means their total earnings is $849. So I found my commission rate times the sales, then added that to the salary. Okay, and that'll be your total earnings.